Hi, everyone. Welcome to Daily Blast Live, and happy birthday to one Justin Bieber.
Yay!
We're very excited. He's 24 now, which is shocking.
Wow.
That's crazy that he's only 24.
He's only 24. If you see behind me,
This is
Mr.
what
Jeff
this is what he's
Schroeder.
going to look like at 30.
It's our
there's
own
Jeff Schroeder.
trying to be Justin Bieber for Halloween
It's
one
a
year.
little. He's really into it in that photo story.
It's a little uncomfortable. Of
He's
how,
really into
Why
it.
does he have a dog tag and this jacket
We're
and
gonna
that
have to
wig?
talk to him about this.
We have
during
a lot of
the break.
questions. We
There's
have follow-up
a lot
questions.
of entertainment things going on, and we're here to talk about them.
Yeah, we are.
Shake-ups in the White House, shake-ups in Hollywood.
Shakeups everywhere.
It's a shaky time. Shaky time.
That's a good call. Yes.
So why don't we start with the shake-up at the White House?
The shakeup at the White House. Someone said I love that hat, so obviously
Well, keep it
it
on.
covers the face,
Yeah.
so that'll be good.
Heavily.
Just so you guys know, thank you, Kyle Baxter. General McMaster's, H.R. McMaster, has been reportedly, but everyone is saying that he is going to be leaving in the next couple weeks. He is the National Security Advisor, or NSA, one of the most powerful positions in the world. No joke. My good friend Sandy Berger in high school, his father.
Are you talking politics?
No. I'm doing Bieber. Jeff just walked up and come on over here.
You're
Come on.
McMaster's and Bieber are not the same.
Yeah, they are. Just 1 second.
Come
Finish
on.
your thought.
Finish the
Okay,
thought.
real quick. Alex Berger was a good friend of mine from high school. His dad, Sandy Berger, was the NSA. Highly classified. He's a general in the military. Trump loved his generals, if you remember. Crystal and McMaster. Well, he's leaving. And 5 sources confirm that John Kelly, the chief of staff, has ousted him.
It's crazy chaotic.
I'm done.
Yesterday we lost
Hope Hicks.
Hope Hicks.
She's out.
She had a long meeting, and then the next thing you know, she's like, "Howdy."
She apparently had 19 Scaramucci's. She lasted 19 Scaramucci's.
Which is pretty good in the
Pretty good.
Scaramucci scale.
He
19.
lasted about 9 days, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she decided she wanted to pursue other careers.
She sure did.
As one
So-
seems to do once they get to the White House.
That's exactly right. So it's a nice revolving door.
Now, who is your friend, Peter? This is growing up in the Beltway, your friend
Alex Berger. He went to my high school. Good friend of mine on the debate team. His father, Sandy Berger, was the National Security Advisor.
Oh, my friend, mom, Dolores, worked at Calvert's, which was a clothing store.
My friend
Very
Dan.
different upbringings, but
Still the
But
same.
equally
Well,
top secret material
Top
was coming
secret
through,
material.
yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, guys, Oscar buzz is happening. We are not being told, but Jeff knows some of the predictions coming out of Vegas and other New York Times and deadline of who will win.
Yeah.
And so we're going to find out live on air who will win. We're gonna
My
have a
money's
little
on
money.
Dunkirk.
I know. I'm starting to think that Dunkirk is kind of.
I didn't even see Dunkirk.
I
and my
did not
money's on
either.
Dunkirk. I don't. I mean, it sounds really good, and Harry Styles is in it.
And I heard the direction. Christopher Nolan, by the way, who's never been nominated as a director, which if any of you
why I
know,
think
I think he will win because he's never been nominated. So get on in here,
Yeah.
Oscars.
Are you done?
Can you not
Yeah.
just yawn as you come in?
Yeah,
Like,
to really keep the energy up,
yeah,
Jeff.
I'm trying-
Republicans! Democrats!
I can hear you. Jeff, can you hear Raj because you're being a real?
I got you.
I feel like you've had too many glasses of champagne because your one and only Justin is turning 24 today.
See, now we're talking.
Too much
Now we're
cake.
talking. Should we put this on you, buddy?
Oh, we're talking, Jeff. We're talking a
We're
lot.
talking a
So
lot.
that was
About
me.
this.
That was my picture from 2013. I was dressed at JB.
Why did you have a dog tag?
You mean that was 1999,
I
right?
don't know. I think I might have just got that. We lived across the street from Oz.
Oh,
So that
cool.
might have been what I picked up. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
that's neat.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone so seriously pose for a Halloween costume picture.
What do you mean? I'm channeling my beebs.
You
Yeah,
took
you-
it super seriously.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a pretty good costume.
It's a really good costume.
Tammy
Yeah.
Gibson
Also
likes
went as
likes
Elvis.
Jeff's
Is that
spirit.
that
He
far?
looks as good as he looks as good as Justin. Slow down there, Tammy.
Let's- yeah,
just
slow the roll,
turn
Tammy.
that- Oh.
You actually turned it up.
I
Did.
that is hilarious. So guys, what we're also discussing.
Oh, well, the controversial billboards.
Yes, there's three. There's just like the 3 billboards in Ebbing, Missouri.
Yes.
There's new billboards coming out blaming Hollywood for basically not going into a pedophilia ring and sexual assault.
Let me.
I got you.
There's a new Banksy, so to speak,
Sabo.
a street artist, but he's a conservative.
What?
Yeah, his
Plastic.
name is Sabo. Yeah, and he.
Why'd you shake your head?
Oh, I thought it was Plastic Jesus.
No, it's
No,
Sabo.
that's the guy who did the.
It's Sabo.
The
His name is
gold.
Sabo.
Ah, Sabo. Got it.
And,
Stop it.
Sabo.
Got it.
And he's put 3 billboards up around Hollywood that say, basically to mimic the 3 billboards in Ebbing, Missouri, that say
It's the same guy behind the Meryl Streep
yes,
ones.
the Meryl Streep ones, and before that the Jimmy Kimmel ones, making him seem like a crybaby after preaching about his son being ill.
Wow, he did?
Yeah,
He's not
That's
a good guy.
That's not
No.
great.
I don't like this guy.
No. But if I didn't know the message was from him on this one, I wouldn't say I necessarily disagree.
Well, he says name names. One of them, name names or shut the hell up was one.
I
billboard.
mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I think
The
this Me Too
best-
movement has ripped the cover off of a lot of shadiness that goes on.
The winner for the best pedophile goes
Yes.
to.
I mean, it's
that's
not
another one. I
pretty.
forgot the third
These
one.
are
It's not pretty, and if you guys ever know anything about the Corey Feldman, he has always said that there is a ring of producers that are high up there, and he said it on Barbara Walters, and he got literally laughed at for saying it. And at some point, Corey Feldman has been saying this for years and decades, and Elijah Wood has backed him up and said there's a pedophilia ring in Hollywood. We were young actors, and it's real, and we haven't even scratched the surface.
Well, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
Yes, of course, it's super disgusting, and I would hope that a lot of this stuff.
I gotta go.
No, you don't want to stick around for the pedophilia.
The pedophilia talk? Politics and pedophilia, my favorite.
don't-
This is his
I don't
favorite
know.
No,
thing ever.
we have to hit the stage.
So we'll.
I'll see you in a
Yeah,
second.
we'll see.
Well, that was a good
Bye,
talk.
Jeff.
Good talk.
Bye.
Good
Good
talk.
talks,
And
guys.
now
Good talk.
let's talk about Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's gonna be so mad. They are going country. We are talking about the country, the ACM Awards, I
Yeah.
think. And Reba McEntire just showed the nominees, and I'm excited. I like country music.
I like Reba.
I love Reba. Reba reminds me of like a friend.
Yeah, your mom's friend.
Yeah,
Kathy,
she's the Aunt
who's a
Lynn.
Spitfire.
She just is such a pistol. That one, you know.
She is. She's like a character on
She's like-
Roseanne.
she
almost.
really
Don't you
is.
think she could be like
Love.
Roseanne's like neighbor?
Totally. Now, speaking of Roseanne, I found out about the 2 Beckys. So the first Becky that was ever Becky, the sister, is going to be on.
Yeah.
But she can't get pregnant. So she's having a surrogate, and the surrogate, to bring up more, discussions that we're dealing with right now, is the second Becky, Sarah Chalk,
Because the second Becky, Sarah Chalk, is now married to Michael Fishman, DJ.
which is DJ.
So, which is a funny joke when you think about it, that they have DJ marrying someone who looks exactly like
and
his
played
sister.
Becky as well.
I mean, that's just kind
It's a
of
good
funny.
thing, but are you guys excited? We're going to show you guys some TV shows that we think you should see. Atlanta
Roseanne
season
is
2.
one of them, yeah.
Roseanne's one. Season 2 comes out tonight.
Atlanta, I can't say enough about
on
it.
FX.
Donald Glover, one of the most
Talented and
prolific
creative.
performers out there today.
Just so you know-
love him. And that Childish Gambino recreation that little girl did today
Was so good with Redbone. Just so you know, Tina Fey hired Don Glover when he was like 22 to be a writer on 30 Rock. Then he went and did Community as a writer. Then basically was on Community. I mean, this kid is special, a genius. He really is
He
a
really
genius.
is,
He's a
yeah,
creative
he's a
genius.
quadruple threat.
Yeah. So enjoy the show
We're
today.
going to talk about that more, and stay
Yes.
with us. We got all kinds of surprises to talk about later today. You're not going to want to miss it.
No,
'cause-
why would you?
Yeah, that's
Also,
nuts.
Jeff is Bieber, and who wants to miss that? Just kidding, I love him. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, March 1st. Welcome to March, everyone. We are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. Check this out. A provocative new work of art just steps from the Oscars venue. The message it's sending Hollywood. Plus, drama for Tori Spelling, why the cops were called to her home, and why her sanity is being questioned. And another shakeup imminent in the White House? We're following it all. Let's get started with the top 5 trending stories happening right now. Typically, I hang out here in the hub, but I want to get in on these conversations. So I'm going to walk my little tush right down there, get to the desk. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Tori, get over here. I'm waiting for you. There you are.
I thought she hangs out in the hub. We lock her up.
we don't let her out. We are live, and I'm here with TV personality Sam Shocker, radio girl Erica Cobb, and our pop culture guru, Tori Showman. I'm Jeff Schroeder, and we're a trending news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now. And happening right now, top trending news right now from Omarosa. The former White House staffer spilled more tea on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Or did she? You be the judge.
Is everything going to be okay under Donald Trump?
We'll have to wait and see.
So
yeah,
that's not a message of that is not a message of hope. I want to remind you.
And that was asked multiple times because she said that in the Big Brother house to Ross Matthews, meaning the country.
Did you guys? Yeah.
That's where the conversation came from, and she tried to spin it that it wasn't about the country, it's just about the immigration.
About immigration. Did you notice how she kind of said it depends, and then expected a laugh, and didn't get the laugh? Did you notice this? Her face changed. Oh, I know, it's sad. She's just playing us.
She plays all of us, and how disrespectful. I mean, this isn't a reality show. This is the U.S. of A. This is speaking about the leader of the free world, and she's acting like this is one big game, and that's how Omarosa is. I worked with her. She's like if she were a game, she'd be a chess game.
Well, I think the game is up because I think the only person that Omarosa is playing at this point is herself.
I disagree.
I think that she's completely miscalculated how this was going to go, and the fact that we aren't entertained by her antics and people are really kind of dismissing her as one, not a credible source. There was a time where I at least respected her because I respected her hustle.
Yeah, the grind.
Now I can't respect her because she's taken her leadership and all of the things that she's been given and she's using it for ill. I can't respect that.
But
that's the reason why.
You know what, Erica and I agree with you tenfold. She doesn't care. Bad publicity is good publicity in her eyes. She's still going to have a book. I guarantee you it'll be a bestseller, and she will laugh her way to the bank, and that's all she cares about.
Oof.
We'll see. We are live. Digital producer Kelly Schubert with news at the moment.
Yeah, tonight we're learning of another shakeup at the White House. NBC News reporting H.R. McMaster could be out. He's the national security advisor, and sources tell NBC he could be replaced as early as next month. But the White House says there are no personnel announcements at this time, with the president reportedly calling it fake news. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. And you have something to say about this for sure.
5 sources have confirmed that the decision is being orchestrated by Chief of Staff John Kelly. If you guys remember, John Kelly came in to clean house. We've seen abrupt departures, including yesterday of Hope Hicks. Trump always said he had his generals, General Crystal, General McMaster, and they're just not backing him. And if you don't back him, you lose the loyalty and you seemingly are out. But again, doesn't this feel like a reality show?
Well, Tori, yes, and you're our Washington, D.C. political expert. Have you seen anything like this before?
No. He's treating the White House like a boardroom out of The Celebrity Apprentice, honestly. So I feel like not only is Omarosa living in a weird reality world, so is the White House. I really feel that way.
Yeah, and we got.
Where are we in?
I know, and we got nothing from Omarosa because she said she wasn't fired. She decided she put her year in and she was out. She also mentioned that on the Colbert Show. So we don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. That's just the truth. Also trending right now, the Academy of Country Music Awards. Reba McEntire, who is hosting this year's awards, announced the nominees on CBS this morning, and here are the nominees for Song of the Year.
Good morning. Take it from me, darling. You don't want a heart.
One keeps driving me insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same.
Technicolor river, wild baby girl, woman, child, female.
Body like a back road, driving with my eyes closed. I know every curve like the back of my
if this was the Grammys or a mainstream award show, I would say it would go to Keith Urban, female. But because it's the CMAs, I think it's going to be Sam Hunt.
Ooh, calling it out right here.
I like
You
it.
heard it first, and for a full list of the nominees, head to our social pages. It airs live on CBS April 15th. Looking forward to it.
Me too. And did you say because you would have thought Keith Urban for the Grammys because he's more mainstream, or because his song was more political and the Country Music Awards aren't as political?
I think that has something to do with it. I mean, it's female, and it's definitely a time or a song about now. But I also think just the construction of Sam Hunt's song leans more country. So
feels more real. I love country music.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we've been noticing a lot on DBL Nation that they do not like it when the award shows are politicized, and we know what happened with the CMAs back in November. They made an announcement telling all reporters, all hosts, do not ask questions that have to do with politics, especially if it pertains to guns.
You know what country music does better than anyone else? It's like, don't fight in front of company. Like, whatever's happening, even if there's something going on within, they don't bring it out. It's not, you don't get the, like, rap battles. You don't get the, like, throwing shade. Even remember when Casey Musgraves and Miranda Lambert, Mama's Little Pill, and Casey had that look on her face, and they quickly tried to dismiss the reason why. It turned out that she's the one who wrote it. She wanted to sing it.
The show must go on.
Right. They just completely
put on a good face.
And for me, I know a lot of people don't like that. They'd like to hear the political views of the people. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your bickering. I don't want to hear your political view. I want to be entertained. And I think that's what country music does.
And I would disagree with you. I think now in 2018, it's almost a sin if you don't utilize your platform to shed light on really important issues.
It's everywhere. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just, I want to relax.
I get that too.
Go to a spa. No, I'm kidding.
I will. I like that, actually. Tune in next week because maybe me and Al do go to a spa. Police.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. Police were called 2 times to Tori Spelling's Los Angeles home. That's right. TMZ has the picture of the cops on the scene after Tori reportedly became aggressive, and someone in the house called 911, worried that the actress was suffering a mental breakdown. Meantime, Corinne from The Bachelor is now telling TMZ that she just spoke to Tori yesterday and said that the actress was overwhelmed at being a mother of 5. Understandably. Reports also say Tori called the police last night because she thought someone was breaking into her home. Turns out it was just her husband, Dean McDermott. So,
and according to TMZ now is saying that there was a phone call made that it was a mental illness call, that she was having a breakdown.
Oh.
And it's sad. And they cite, you know, there's speculation. We heard that with Corinne, but also speculation just not only being a mother of 5, which I can only imagine. I had my own breakdowns with 1.
Right.
But also the tumultuous relationship she's had with Dean McDermott.
Yeah.
Also the financial struggles.
Her mother, yeah.
She was recently sued, Dean McDermott, also for back child support from his previous marriage. So there's a lot piling onto her right now.
I also feel there's a lot of pressure for her to always have another baby because it keeps her in that
relevant
mom world, and it keeps her in reality shows, and she has to somehow support herself because she isn't in the will as much. She has $800,000. So there's pressure to always keep going and going, and she's not getting help from anybody.
I hope that she gets the help she needs.
She's become a baby factory to stay on.
I think she's a momager and a mom entrepreneur, and that there's a pressure to continually have babies. Yes, I do.
I think that he came into the picture under false pretenses from the very beginning, and it's been a problem ever since, and she has a lot to carry. Remember how this whole thing started?
With him cheating on her?
No, with him cheating on his ex-wife.
Oh, right.
Oh.
With her. Yeah. What goes around comes around.
You were leaving a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, tell me more. There are so many amazing shows on TV right now, but which ones are worth your time? Pop culture guru Tori Shulman with the shows coming in hot.
That's right, Jeff. In addition to Daily Blast Live, you've got tons of options, so I'm whittling them down to the must-see shows right now, and you're welcome. Need something good to binge watch this weekend? We've got you covered all month long in this edition of Shows You Should See.
You're not allowed to eat in here. There's a sign out front.
I didn't see a sign.
Ignorance is no excuse.
You're a prosecutor, aren't you?
Shonda Rhimes is at it again with her new court drama, For the People. 6 young lawyers handle some of the most high-stakes cases in the country.
They're young, they're hungry, they're smart. Let them fight it out.
This new Shondaland series premieres March 13th.
Long live fresh.
Let's do it again, and just like this time, like you're at a party and everything's crazy.
Award-winning show Atlanta is here for season 2 starting tonight.
What up?
Donald Glover and his crew return to FX, and this season takes place right before Christmas time. Or, as they call it in Atlanta, Robin season. I'm sure we'll learn more about what that means. It's the reboot a lot of people never expected. Roseanne Barr will be back on your screen March 27th. The show will not shy away from politics or controversial issues. Plot lines are expected to include everything from gender fluidity to the opioid crisis. Our only question is, how are they going to deal with both Beckys? And streaming on Netflix is On My Block. The teen comedy is set in South Central LA.
Don't go into high school without backup.
A street-savvy foursome navigate through the challenges of high school and their rough neighborhood. Expect witty dialogue and an incredible cast of up-and-coming actors. Start binging On My Block on March 16th.
I like that last one.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
There's an actor on My Block who I'm really excited to see because he got killed off another show that I'm binge watching, and I was like, the kid with the curly hair.
Ooh.
Yeah. I can't say because I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, you don't want to spoiler anyone else.
But there's a show on Showtime that I've been watching, and he got killed, and I cried for like 3 days. It was terrible.
That's good. I don't have Showtime, so I don't have to worry about it. Daily Blast Live covers trending stories and entertainment live wherever you are.
It's our countdown to the Oscars. So what to win Best Picture? Well, film critics are weighing in, and so are we. And our favorite two-man crew gets adventurous. Why a visit to a Denver restaurant was pretty ballsy of them? Still ahead. I can't believe I said that.
with them?
So interesting. What's so interesting about to Sam and me is that Jeff often says he doesn't want to hear politics during award shows and all that.
Is that what they want?
Sam and I, Erica, I want you to come in on this, feel very strongly that you're not living in reality if you're not going to introduce politics because it's part of everything. But our audience is particularly against politics in the award season, and I just want to know more from you guys. So I heard Carly S.H. says, I totally agree with Jeff. I want to hear about politics. I tune into CNN or Fox. Alan Burt says, I agree with Jeff. The world needs to be entertained. Keep the political jargon out. And someone says, I totally agree with Jeff. I also want to be entertained with the award shows. Why?
I just think it's a tipping point. We're so divisive right now that I think people are just oversaturated and can't
And we used to use entertainment as a form of escape.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And there's no,
There's no escape.
I mean, you could go to the movie theaters, but that's expensive, and it seems like nobody has time for that. So I understand that we used to live for these award shows to escape and to see our favorite films or our favorite artists perform.
And not deal with politics.
And not deal with politics. So I totally get that.
Politics was always, a conversation, and you'd make a joke about it. I think things are so serious right now that it's not even like a joking matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people joke about it. It's like, that's not funny. You know what I mean?
So
like,
just keep it out. Keep it separated.
Right, and I think in the past, people joked about politicians or the president just to and everyone had a laugh at it.
I also... Oh, go ahead.
And people are out now. Like, people aren't scared to say that their stance isn't mainstream. Right. So it's like, it becomes more combative. I'm with Jeff. I don't mind having people who aren't in politics, like actors, entertainers, talk about it in a political realm. But if I'm turning on the Grammys, I want to see the Grammys. I don't care about your views.
My question is, though, in 2018, with social media and being on YouTube and Facebook, a lot of people just getting their entertainment on their devices, you can avoid politics
I was going to say.
on those platforms.
But
I don't know if you can separate the two anymore.
Isn't that a platform for them to get their political opinion out there when it comes to the shows, just entertain us?
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll talk about it. Let us know what you guys think.
You're watching Daily Blast Live. The Academy Awards are this Sunday, and everyone's trying to predict who will win Oscar Gold. We've got your countdown to the Oscars. All right, guys, I kind of want you to weigh in here, too, because the experts have weighed in with their Best Actor Oscar predictions, and here are the likely winners, okay? This is just an assumption. Best Picture is a close race. The New York Times says it's a toss-up between Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri and The Shape of Water. I saw Three Billboards. I enjoyed it.
I've seen both.
And you love The Shape of Water, and I hate it, but I haven't seen it, so I can't say I hate it.
I really dislike Three Billboards. I thought it's overrated. I'm being super honest with you guys.
I liked it.
I thought it was good.
I didn't like it.
Best Actress goes to Frances McDormand for her role in 3 Billboards. Did you think she did a good job?
I think she played Frances McDormand. I really wasn't wowed.
I agree with that. I thought she was fantastic, but I don't know if it's worthy of winning the Oscar.
Oh, wow. That was Owen Wilson. Never mind. Most experts agree Best Actor will be won by Gary Oldman for his portrayal of Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. Anybody see that?
Supposed to watch it tonight.
All right. Let us know what you think.
Okay.
Allison Janney is the favorite to win Best Supporting Actress, and Tanya, I think she's going to win that for
like
sure.
a Lifetime movie. I loved the movie. I loved her performance. Again, it felt like to me like a Lifetime movie, though.
Sam, knocking these out. I love it.
This.
And Sam Rockwell, I love him, has the best odds to win Best Supporting Actor for 3 Billboards.
That I agree with. I hated his character and then had empathy for his character and then kind of fell for his character, and that's rare.
I just felt like and tell me what you guys think, 3 Billboards of Ebbing, Missouri. It didn't have a beginning, middle, or an end. It just sort of wandered, and I didn't get it.
I worked out at this terrible gym. Quick little story. A terrible gym in Los Angeles. I can't believe I worked out there. And I was there one day, and Sam Rockwell was working out next to me. I'm like, what in the world are you doing here? You know what I mean? I don't know what he was doing there. Good story. And Guillermo del Toro is the likely winner for Best Director for The Shape of Water.
I tell you what, if you have not seen The Shape of Water, go see it without giving away too much. It is a creature feature. It's a throwback to like the 1950s monster films, but, and I say but, it's so modernized, it's so beautiful, but then it has an action twist. My husband loved it, I loved it, and I would say it's one of my favorite films in the last 10 years.
I mean, I've heard it's the most beautiful film in a long time. Just don't count out Christopher Nolan with Dunkirk, because he's never been nominated, and they tend to like to give those who he could have been nominated for The Dark Knight, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Does he make love to a water monster? Is that what happens?
Make love.
How do you want me to say it?
Wow.
Oh, wow. I guess she doesn't want to answer that. Continuing our Oscar coverage, a controversial art installation has gone up in Hollywood. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva has news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Just days before the Oscars, a street artist unveils this statue near the theater. It's a golden couch with the likeness of Harvey Weinstein holding an Oscar. Artist Plastic Jesus and Josh Ginger Monroe created the statue, saying many thought the casting couch culture was a thing of the past, but in light of the allegations against Weinstein, they hope Hollywood will clean up its act. Now it's unclear how long the piece will be up.
This is a Plastic Jesus piece, who is a very famous street artist. I know he collaborated with someone else, but his focus is to always shed light on the underworld, that being the entertainment industry, and the Oscar is being held in front of his crotch. So it's very specific, the statement.
All right, and then speaking of street artists, we don't have time for him, but we'll tell you about him in the break. So it's another street artist that's putting up billboards. But we'll tell you in the break, Daily Blast Live is all about live news as it's happening.
Coming up, our 2-man crew puts their taste buds to the test. Why a delicious and nutritious meal at a Denver restaurant is unlike any they've had before. Nutritious.
Yes.
Oh.
Nutritious.
That was funny.
I'm interested to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, please.
You know what's
I got you, no
So
worries.
3 billboards are put up by, we think, Sabo, or we confirm that it is
So
Sabo.
Sabo put up 3 billboards over Hollywood attacking the industry for enabling sexual harassment. The first sign says, and the Oscar for the biggest pedophile goes to. Another one says, we all knew and still no arrests.
Yep.
And the third billboard reads, name names on stage or shut the hell up.
This guy is responsible for the Meryl Streep posters and the Jimmy Kimmel Crybaby posters.
I did not know that he was responsible for the Meryl Streep ones.
Yeah.
I thought that was are you sure about that?
He's a conservative. Yes.
Okay.
He's a conservative, provocative. Yes.
Okay.
So sadly, if I didn't know who, I don't disagree with these billboards.
No, I don't disagree with them at all. And somebody that's been very overlooked is Corey Feldman. He's been, for the last 3 decades, he's been singing from the rooftops of the pedophilia. He calls it a ring in Hollywood. He says he was victim to it. Corey Haim was victim to it. Elijah Wood has come forward corroborating their story as a child actor that he fell victim to it.
Wow.
And so not only do we see this Me Too movement post-Weinstein of females and men, but primarily females being victims, still, we do not know who this pedophilia ring is, and there's still, according to Corey Feldman, big power players in this industry.
Well, look at like the Lou Pearlman thing, right? Like, I mean, that was from major boy bands.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, right. And honestly, Kevin Spacey stories. I mean, for anyone who's lived in LA for the past, I lived there for 16 years. There is definitely a lot of rumblings of dark things that happen in that industry. So I think if the Me Too movement has ripped the scar and the Band-Aid off of these things, then all the better. It's crass. The billboards are crass, but I can't say that they're off point.
And the tie-in with 3 Billboards of Ebbing, Missouri. If you've seen that film, it's the same thing. It's a social justice thing of a mom trying to get justice for her daughter. And it's the 3 Billboards, so I'm sure that's a play on it as well. But children are supposed to be protected.
Yeah,
We're protecting these
especially
children.
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Why isn't Corey Feldman naming names?
He has names.
Well,
sorry,
barely. He claims that he's been threatened until he gets protection from the FBI.
Really?
Yeah, his life has been threatened. So until he can afford
that question has
security,
been asked.
Yeah.
until he can afford security.
You're watching Daily Blast Live, daytime's only live show covering breaking news and trending topics live, no matter where you're watching. In today's two-man crew, Jeff Schroeder and Al Jackson take Scott Wolf on a unique Colorado adventure none of them will ever forget. Take a look.
What's up, guys? Jeff and Al here, two-man crew. We're at the Buckhorn Exchange, Denver's oldest restaurant. We have a very special guest joining us today, our boy Scott Wolf.
That's right, but Jeff, man, I love Scott, but we're not really two-man crew.
You're right, man. We need a new name.
Party of 3. We're gonna try one of Denver's finest delicacies, but you have to trust me.
I trust you.
All right, let's head in.
Let's go do it.
Hey, Scott, you know the Buckhorn is filled with crazy things from the Wild West? Like, look at this, the wedding dress of Sitting Bull's daughter, and President John F. Kennedy's fishing license?
We're in the back with our man, executive chef Caesar. What's going on, Caesar?
Hi, nice to meet you guys. Man.
Caesar, we're making Rocky Mountain oysters today, right?
Yeah, correct. I love oysters, but what is that? That's a Rocky Mountain oyster. You guys got to help me to prep it?
I would love to.
Yeah. First, we have to peel alongside. Is this oyster something that I'm not fully aware of? The bull. You know, this is the skin. That's what I like to grab it with the towel so it doesn't slide out of your hand. Right. I should have known not to trust Al. Oh, this is a bull. Time to slice him up. I'm out. Oh, I got it in my eye. Jeff, you're up.
Round 2. So we're gonna cut up the Rocky Mountain oysters now, huh?
Slice them up.
Okay.
Cut it like a 1/4 inch thick.
Ooh, that's cold. I'm doing a pretty good job, right? Last piece, let's say.
Listen, Scott and Jeff, they're okay, but when it's time to make the food, you gotta bring in the closer.
Coat it with this flour. Okay.
Ugh, it's cold. So they sell about 10 tons a year. Not only is that amazing, I love it. Here goes, DBL.
No, this take about 4 minutes.
There you go, guys. All right, thank you, Caesar.
You're welcome.
Caesar, before you go, we have one thing to tell you.
Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar!
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're doing the whole thing? Are you doing the whole thing? I'm doing the whole thing.
Whole thing.
Whole
3,
thing.
2, 1.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Very nice.
Now, I gotta tell you, we had a ball on that shoot. Yeah. You guys got any?
Yeah, you really cajoned that one.
Wow.
I don't know. I just think that you guys were nuts. Y'all are balling out of control.
All right, we nailed it. I gotta tell you though, those were, I'm not even joking around, they were actually pretty good. Ooh. If you had a piece of like flank steak fried, it was just a little
Anything
chewy.
fried is
you
good,
wouldn't
right?
know the difference. But with the sauce and fried, they were delicious. We only had to eat one, and we ended up eating like 10 of them each.
Wow.
So, not the whole thing.
Sam's about to throw up. We should move on.
That's when I should have said you were balling out of control.
We got a commentary?
Yeah, Kyle Baxter says, oh boy, Omarosa knows how to create controversy. She is a player messing with our heads. Tammy Gibson, I want to be entertained too with the award shows, agreeing with Jeff. And Carly S.H., a new writer in, says, I totally agree with Jeff. If I wanted to hear about politics, I would tune into CNN or Fox News. So
there you go.
People are on your side.
All right. As always.
Yeah.
We know we love your viral videos, guys.
Check out this Valentine's Day pooch.
I love
A couple helium-filled balloons did the trick and lifted him right off the floor. So cute. We'll be right back.
Promotion.
Hey everyone, it's Connor Ashley. We're always going to keep you up to date on the newest trends. So trending right now from Cosmopolitan magazine, LaCroix is actually creating their own cocktail. So this cocktail might be at a hotel near you very soon. So the W Hotel in Los Angeles near Beverly Hills just rolled out these cocktails. They have 3 on the menu at their location, and they are LaCroix inspired cocktails. They're $14 each, so they're gonna set you back a pretty penny. Here's some of the cocktails I wanted to show you. The first one is called the French Kiss. The second one is called the Berry Wild. And the third one is called the Cocojito. This one is actually my favorite. It's the LaCroix Coconut with Don Julio Blanco, lime, and mint. So go ahead, check out this story. Let me know what you think of these. And these are actually things that you can make at home. So check that out.
Hey guys, this news story has me wondering, how far would you go for wedding nuptials? So it is being reported that Ed Sheeran, I am wearing my coat, everyone. Ed Sheeran is actually building a chapel in his hometown along with 4 additional properties. And a lot of people are wondering, is this going to be for his wedding? Is it just part of his private estate? Is it for people to stay during his nuptials? But a lot of people online are thinking that that's maybe too much for a wedding.
It's a little chilly in here.
Anyways, DVL Nation, how far would you go for a wedding? Please write in. We always want to hear your comments and stay updated and live as we go through the break. So catch us tomorrow for Friday.
Would you try the LaCroix cocktails?
Absolutely. DVL Nation, do you like LaCroix? I feel like sparkling water is very...
What's the 7-day forecast?
There is none. Bye.
All right, guys, just to let you know, we were hilarious today. We have 2 funny moments from the show.
Yes.
You don't want a heart.
Oh, no.
Keeps driving me
I love that
same moves every time. I need to switch it up. How
All right, let's take one more.
You don't want to ruin it.
Oh, don't want to spoiler anyone else.
But there's a show on Showtime that I've been watching, and he got killed, and I cried for like 3 days. It was terrible.
That's good. I don't have Showtime, so I have to
Way to rub it in. All right, guys, it is, by the way, Bieber's birthday, and for Jeff, we know he loves Justin Bieber.
Thank you, guys.
There you go.
Justin Bieber's watching. Do you have a message for him?
Yeah, where is it? I'll go to my camera.
Yeah, where's your camera?
Hey, Biebs, I just want to say happy birthday, buddy. From Big Jeff at Daily Live.
I don't know why I'm clapping for this. The Bieber beat.
I was going to say something else, but we'll just go on that. Happy birthday, Biebs. The stories never stop. We don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. Happy Thursday, everybody.
It's almost Friday. Yeah.